from YouTube come on in. Or now that we're officially streaming to them, the lovely people at YouTube. The great and, of course, valued members of the YouTube community. We have to let them in. What if I just put for the stream thumbnail, like I just always do the Morgan one, but then I just throw in like a testicular torsion one, and just like really throw people off. They're like, what? What is he doing? They just don't know. Update my tags. Entertainment. No, this stream is not entertaining. Put me in the gaming category. What other categories are there? Non-profit activism, news and politics. That would be really funny. Someone's just trying to go find out world politics, and then they just find Morgan's humongous titties. And they're like, man, I wonder what this guy's platform is. And then I just tell them, I stand for all things Morgan related. That's what I stand for. Which is probably not a good policy. Morgan was regarded as a dictator by most of her subjects. So I don't know if that's a great platform to have, but it's the one that I will stand with nonetheless. If you disagree with the Morgan politics, then beheaded immediately. Death, probably. Then we hit him with the signature. Morgan, remove this guy's balls. Cut them off immediately. Hey, speaking of Morgan. Proofs? Yeah, I'm just burning AP on these interludes, and then we'll hop onto the NA side and do some gay farming over there. I've got a decent one running with Morgan. Is it the most efficient way to run it? Probably not. But am I getting that 50% bond with Morgan? That is one thing you can most certainly say. If there's one thing you could say about my NA setup right now, is that it is earning 50% bond with Morgan. And some would argue that that is the most important thing to be doing right now. Morgan is a centuries old. She's millenniums old, dude. She's been running around at Lost Belt 6 for thousands of years. Which still might not be that different from Congress, now that I think about it. Little hot, spicy political take. Stop lying, YouTube is not that great. You can't say that now that they're here. Koyan, are you good, dude? Koyan bugging, dude. Relax, calm down. Yeah, hit her with some little mild annoyances. What's up? The ceiling. I know, I'm very funny. You know what? We'll drop the cuckoo cannon on him. Now, this is the Game Press tier list Kukulkan. Actually, I need to do that. I want to check out where, what the Game Press tier list looks like right now. Game Press, FGO tier list. Okay, so EX tier we have Castoria, Koyan Light, Oberon, Ruler Scotty, very based, very cool. EX minus we have Araj, Arjuna Alter, Chen Gong, very based pick. Ibuki Zerg, Lady Avalon, Mel Sussy, Merlin, OG Scotty, very base take. Reigns and EX minus. Kind of a hot take. That might be a little bit of a hot take. You talk to people about Reigns, they'd be like, I don't know, that might be an A tier support. EX minus, pretty based. Waver's still up there in EX minus as well. Zhu Fu up there in EX minus. A+, Karen, Doman, Estrella, Kucaster, Maonobu, Bingu, Abatron, Helena? That might be the first one that I actually disagree with. I think we might be overblowing how good Helena is. It might also be actually, what are the assumptions? 1 to 3 star assumptions. Non-story lock servants are assumed to be at NP 5, 10, 10, 10 skills. Story lock generally 3 stars are assumed to be at NP 1, 10, 10, 10 skill. Double servant compositions are considered. Well, then I think Kucaster is hurt a lot, because if you're going off of the assumption that Kucaster is at NP 1, that guy hits like a wet mop. That boy be doing negative damage. I don't know about that one. Excuse me, Helena? Yeah, Helena A+. Maybe that'll be a stream. What if we do that tomorrow? Show of hands, who would like to go through the Game Press FGO tier list tomorrow on stream? I won't spoil too much of it. That could be fun. That could be fun. Would be down? Hey, that's not a show of hands. That's a show of words. Have many arguments, sounds like fun. Once again, the Twitch guys, very based. And I'm out of AP. Oh man, I guess the stream's already over. I guess we're done. I guess that's it for the stream. We've done everything else. What could we possibly do now? Oh wait, hold on. Wait. We got a 0 AP mission. Hold on a minute. What do we want to use? Because they charge them to max gauge. Let's just use Bingu. Bingu probably just killed this dude. Bingu will send this guy straight to the underworld. Hand pink waving. I love that I don't get to see it on Restream, but I get like the actual Discord emoji of it. I get it in the semicolons. I'd be down to do that tomorrow. We can do that. I'll plan on doing that. That's fun. Wait, what did we get? We got the quick buff? Let's fish for a crit. I'm feeling a little feisty. I still can't get past Lost Belt 7, Section 4. Lost Belt 7, Section 4. Let me go check what that is. Let me use the good old Wikipedia page over here. Section 7. No, Section 4, okay. Is it the Olga solo? Or are you doing the football game? It's either one of the Olga solos or it's the football game. Because Arrow 1 is when you have to fight all the little insects, and then Arrow 2 is when you have to fight the big old dinosaur dudes. And Q2 being triple green with a Buster NP is so year 1. So true, Oomphy. I have to do ORT 2 times in JP and in NA. Oh, boo-hoo! I have to beat up Ort multiple times. I've also had to do that. And I did it with a non-existent box. I just finished doing my swimsuit only ORT raid and I'm trying my hand at CapCut. Swimsuit only ORT raid? Yeah, like, dude, when we got it on NA, I forgot how easy it was. It was a bit crazy. Just fully committed to... Dude, we didn't even get to, like, most of our 4 stars. Just by doing auto only, just wasting teams. And then Tamamo beat up ORT for me, which is not exactly what I wanted to do, but I'm not upset with the result. I'm not upset with it. I'm like, you know, not intended, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it. Can't be too upset. Okay, I have not been farming this event, even though I definitely have the apples this way. Jesus Christ. Is there... Okay, out of curiosity, is there any servant I want that needs stingers? Because I've got them. I've got more than enough. Well, Archer Moriarty needs them. That's good to know. I have him. Would I ever get Ivan? Could I get Ivan on, like, the Destiny Order Summon? Would I slot him in as a rider? For Anniversary? Is there somebody else I would slot in? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would probably put, like, a Skondo or a Maeve in there first. I do really want Maeve. I also really want Tygon. But I'd probably take my own advice and put a Skandar on there, because technically, I could get Taigong whenever, which Taigong is a wild servant to just have on any banner. That is wild behavior. Right, but if you weren't talking about FGA on stream, I would never would have known about it. Yeah, I highly encourage people to use FGA for, like, lottos especially. Because if you've got work or school, or you got a nagging ex-wife who just won't leave you alone, at the very least, you know someone's got your back, and that's FGO. And it'll do all the farming for you. Because I did it while I was driving, which sounds really bad, but, like, I would set it up at, like, a rest stop, and then I would just, like, plug my phone into the car, and then let it sit over there. And so, 19-hour drive across the country, and I could still get my grinding. And unfortunately, the one for NA, I was at home, and I was being really lazy. What's FGA? It is this little application over here. It's a little confusing when you first get into it, but once you're able to set it up, it's not too bad. And you can see you can make different, like, setups and whatnot. So, like, yeah, like, so this is one that I named Draco because I needed bones for Draco. And you could set up, like, how your command cards and stuff work. This one, though, I didn't set anything because it's just face card farming. I just bring a bunch of dudes, and I just beat them up. And so it'll, like, manually farm things. Oh, no, no, the bones were for, Koyan Dark. That's who it was for. And I was using Draco because it's all, like, skeletons. So no FGA is death. You could always do it on an emulator, to be fair. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next lottery. I will be really good on QP. Because recently I hit the position on JP where, like, I didn't have any skill notifications because I just had so much QP. And then over here on NA, we're kind of, like, hurting for QP. You know, we could really use some QP. Those are quite a few servants I'd like to, I'd like to finish up. Like my boy Kuful, and I'd like to get done. Huyon, I'd like to get done. What emulator would you recommend? So, I used to back in the day, and the one that I'm using right now is LD. Because LD, you can do, like, what is it, like 240 frames per second? So you could do, like, crazy smooth gameplay. But I'm not gonna lie, I was testing it out on my laptop because I haven't used BlueStacks in quite a while. And my laptop, as many longtime viewers will know, I'm not able to, like, stream and run FGO on LD over there. But I can run BlueStacks over there. So I will say, if you have the device that's strong enough for it, you could go for LD because then you can really, squeeze a lot out of it. But if you've got a more, like, simple device and, it's not as strong, then BlueStacks ain't bad. Back in the day, I also used the Memu, I think is what it's called. It's like MEMU, and that was pretty good. Nox, I don't remember being very good, but BlueStacks has definitely come a long way. They've definitely improved their emulator a lot. I'm very happy with it. I think... Let me double check my emails. I think I have a new emulator company that was contacting me. Yeah, I don't think they got back to me though. Unlucky for me. No ad money. Unfort. But I did have somebody else contact me, and I was like, oh, there's going to be another emulator on the market, and they never got back to me. So, might have been a sham. Might have been a scam. Does LD have something shady because my antivirus flagged? No, I've been using it for... like 5 years now? I haven't had any problems with it. I think it's completely fine. I want to go for points. I think the most important thing for me is to, like, max out on these points. If I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm keeping it a buck with you right now, I would like to max out on these points. I brought Ruler Scotty. I was not supposed to do that. Ad money, don't you mean Summer Morgan funds? True. Very true. And, well, actually, no. It would be Tiamat funds first. Oh, another character I do need to be keeping in mind on for raid-ups is Jolter. I think I am pretty set on my next 120 target being Jolter. It would just make sense. Like, she's the whole reason I decided to play FGO in the first place. I probably should 120 her. Like, I wouldn't be playing this game before for Jolter, so it's like... Probably should give her the credit where it's due. Know what I mean? Probably should. I'm gonna save the stars for next turn. So we do like... That should probably kill. I'm thinking... See, ideally, I would like to walk out with like NP2 Tiamat. NP1 Draco. Because I think Draco's the better written character, but I think I just like Tiamat more. Tiamat is just, she is such a sweetie pie. She is so nice. Evocation Part 3, so July. Ooh, that's a really unfortunate raid-up for you, Jolter. That is rough, dog. That is right when... Morgan 3 is coming out. I am so sorry about that one. You know, we still might be able to get this farm done with the Ruler Scotty. This might still be possible. Because we can go Morgan lead, which amps up her power mod on Janako, and then we can finish off with a Buster crit, and we're getting 100% Buster crit from Morgan. Not Morgan, from Ruler Scotty. This might still be doable. Yeah, rip that other dude. Yeah, this is definitely possible. 120 Summer Jolter. I would like to do Avenger Jolter. I like Avenger Jolter more. Goons rise up. Look at that. Ruler Scotty, my beloved. Look at that fat bond we're getting. And we're getting those ceremonial blades. I want at least NP1 Tiamat. The alter ego banner for her in 2 years has both servants. I want a 120, so I'm banking on that. Which banner is that? Which one are you looking at? Yeah, screw it. Let's just keep using Ruler Scotty. We don't need double Oberon. Yeah, we don't need this. We're fine. We're chilling. Dude, if I can do some defense for Ruler Scotty, hell yeah, dude. 100%. Hell yeah, brother, of course, yeah! If I can have an excuse to run Ruler Scotty, then I most definitely will. A few more months and Scotty will set her sweater aside. Oh my lord, dude. I'm so ready. I'm probably still gonna run Ascension 1, because I run the costume on JP, and I like my JP and my NA to feel a little different. So I probably will just go ahead and run Ascension 1, because I do like Ascension 1, because look how cute she looks. She looks adorable. And so JP can be the Gooner side, and then NA can be the nice and respectable side. Bop. Bop. Brop. Just a smidge of stars, you know? Just a tad bit. It is Tiamat and Passionwood. Now, see, the only thing is, I'm gonna try to not summon for Tiamat, because Tiamat is on the GSSR that I want to do. Tiamat's GSSR is Pope Joanna, Karen, yeah, Tiamat, Karen, Pope Joanna, and... Oh, who is the last person? Don't tell me I'll remember. It's not Big Ushi. Who was it? I know it's not Koyan Dark, because I want that freak to stay away from me. Who was it? It's not like Summer Kiara. It's not Avenger, comma, either. Like, I know it's a character that I would like to have. No Morgan Buster card when we went to fire the NP on Fort. Who was it? I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't remember. Like, the last servant was somebody that I wanted. Look up 2023 July. It was... Ah, okay. It's Medusa, Saber, Durga, Pope Joanna, or Tiamat. So I can, in pretty good faith, skip out on both Saber, Medusa, and Durga's banners. Which would make me a little bit sad, because I have Durga on JP, and I really do like using her. Durga's a lot of fun to use, and she really helped me out on the Tolmaius 90++. She was really good for that. And then I don't have Saber Medusa on either version. So that wouldn't be a bad character to get. If I whiff on Tiamat, that'd be a little unfortunate. But then we can kind of do a little bit of a toss-up. If I get Tiamat on that GSSR, I don't have to put her on the Destiny Order Summon. But if I don't get her, I can just slot her under the Destiny Order Summon. Which might be a little unfortunate, because I think Alter Egos and Avengers, I think they clash for that spot on the Destiny Order Summon. I think. Double check. So remember, you could put Ruler Scotty and Oberon on there. Oh no, they don't conflict. Avengers are with Rulers and Moon Cancers. Okay. Okay, not bad. Who do I think I would slot in? Let me look at this. Who do I think I would pick? Because I'm kind of chilling on Sabers. Like, I have all the people I would want. Like, unironically, Sigurd might be a pick. Just because I like Sigurd. And eventually, they're gonna, like, surely someday give Sigurd, like, a solid buff, you know? You know, like, they're gonna give him something eventually. And he's got Kaiba's VA, so, like, surely one day they'll put him to good work. Someday they'll give him something. None of you bozos got a higher NP Ruler Scotty. What's wrong with you people? Quick question, ZTL. Big fan, by the way. Love your videos. Hey, mucho apreciado, my boy. I got NP2 Pope. Can she efficiently farm the 90++ node? I brought her as a side piece when I was trying to do the Black Grail farming last week. I think the VOD for that is still up on YouTube. She was not doing damage. I mean, if you've got like max limit broken Black Grail, NP2, you got Oberon? Maybe? She just don't be hitting is the problem. She just don't really be hitting. Obviously, if you get some crits, with Pope Joanna, it would be arts crits. If you can guarantee your arts cards, or you can get them with some consistency, then yeah, you could probably do it, but I will at least say I was not super impressed with her damage in the 90++. Because I was like, oh, I can bring her with Moriarty, she'll buff him, you know, I could do her NP plus Moriarty's, and then, you know, it'll be like the wham bam thank you ma'am, you know, double the guys up, we blow her back out, and then Pope Joanna was just out here dropping, like, no damage. I unfortunately only have Limit Break 1 Black Grail from the Summer CE per your recommendation. Let me throw this in the old calc real quick. Let me put this in the damage calculator real quick. Because she is NP2, and she gets 100% free damage in this event. I'm going to assume you've at least given her the normal attack foes, not the gold ones. I'll make sure I'm remembering all of her things here. You could always bring a friend, Oberon, and you don't need to double up on him because, you know, the third skill doesn't stack. Although if you have your own Oberon, you could do double Castoria. Are you going to be doing double Castoria? Or are you lacking a support? Because that will kind of affect some of the calculations here for how much we're able to do. I am also going to assume you've leveled her skills. I mean, surely a ZTL viewer would never forget to level their skills. Surely. Us? No, we would never forget to do that. Here in ZTL gang, we're always leveling up our skills. All of our servants are 10, 10, 10. Now, you may say, but isn't that, like, impossible? Isn't that, like, not able to be done? And I would tell you to shut the hell up, alright? Don't question me. It is also really unfortunate that she doesn't have power mod. I mean, technically she has 100%, right? Alright, what are we rocking here, buddy? Double Castorian Oberon present along with Ruler Scotty. Okay. So that's an additional 40% attack from her charismas. That's an additional 100% arts. We get 20% NP from Oberon. That gets raised by 100%, so it goes up to 40%. Are your Castorias higher NP copied, perhaps? Because getting Castoria's NP is not super hard. You know, between 2 Castoria Charismas plus leaving 1 to plug suit 1 out for Oberon means that she's going to get an additional 20%. Confirms ETL is hacking them skill levels. Whoa, 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 whoa. Legally, I don't admit to anything. Alright. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, I brought the wrong... I was like, hey, whoa, 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 what's up with this Scotty? This Scotty can't fire their NP. What are they, a bum? And then I remembered I brought the drop rate one. Thankfully, Oberon is a good servant, so it doesn't really matter. But I mostly use NP2 Castoria support, so that's 35% extra attacks. We're up to 95. This doesn't seem right. No, wait. We have, okay, wait. We have Black Grail. Hold on. I was like, I was like, why does our NP damage feel so low? So we get 20 from Oberon. We have 60 from the base Black Grail. So that's at 80. That gets raised by 100%. So that brings us to 160. All right, bro. I'm not going to hold you. I don't think Pope Joanna's going to be able to do this. It's not looking good. We'll say that. It ain't looking good. It ain't looking great. I'll tell you that as far as numbers are looking. It's not looking good. It's looking bad. It's no great. She's not exactly hitting. She's not really doing numbers out here. We'll say that. It's yikes, bro. So her average base damage is going to be 260, like 260,000. Now, obviously, I think that's like doubled because I think rulers just have like double advantage against moon cancers. They should because it's such a niche. Yeah, it's doubled. So you're going to be hitting for more like 520. You would like expect on average to do 520, which is about half of her HP. Not great. Could have waited a turn. We could have waited a turn, but it wouldn't have mattered. Because we're still winning right now. Point and laugh at that dumb idiot in the chat who said we could have waited a turn. We could have done that, but it wouldn't have mattered. Is there a replacement of Ruler Scotty if I don't have her? You mean so instead of doing like the Ruler Scotty setup that I was doing? Because you want to take advantage of her power mods, and Ruler Scotty having Lawful is really good. And the problem is, Janaka doesn't really have a lot to take advantage of. Because Sky is, like... For one, she's already a Moon Cancer, so she's just already a very odd character to fight in general. Like, if you want to think outside the bun a little bit, right? She does have Divinity. So, if you wanna... if you wanna try to smack her really hard, if you have, like, a particularly strong Skahawk, you know, you might be able to get some stuff done. Tai Gong's actually not too bad as, like, a multi-core type person. Tai Gong has, what, 100%? I think, Anti-Divine? Something like that. I just want to figure out who to give my female special chocolate to, so I guess I'm going to give it to Ruler Scotty then. Ruler Scotty's a great choice. She definitely deserves it. She deserves all the love and attention. Would have at least not gotten Morgan killed. My brother in Christ, it's a PNG. Ruler Scotty DPS? Yeah, Ruler Scotty can do this. The only way to get super cucked with Ruler Scotty, at least with NP1, because mine is NP1, is if you get the arts card. Like, if you can find any of her quick cards, any of her buster cards, she's got 2 and 2, then you're fine. If you find the quick card by itself, he's not great. He's bad. He's not good. But Tai Gong wouldn't be too bad. If you've got like a decent Tai Gong built up, I imagine you could put in some work with him. I mean, Berserker Castoria would definitely make this pretty easy. Look, when people ask me if they should go for Draco or Berserker Castoria, I'm like, look, in my heart of hearts, I want to tell you to go for Draco because I like Draco a lot more. Draco is such a well-written servant. She looks great. Absolute banger. Is a part of a great event. Great collab. But Castoria is nuts, dogs. Castoria is nuts. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Hey, what is that? Nope and Popes? What is that guy's name? I'm already not good at pronouncing things, and you're hitting me with like an actual not real word. But thank you for the sub, my boy. Welcome to the Gooners. Are we settling on Gooners? I kind of don't want to be known as, like, the Gooners. I kind of don't want that to be my community name. But I'm also a man of the people, so if that's what the people want, that's what the people will get. Salt miners ain't bad. 90++ is cool because it forces me to invest in servants I wouldn't use in my usual play. I finally maxed my Ruler Da Vinci skills for this one. That is what my boy Lucky was using. I made fun of him for it in the FGO chat like about a week ago or something. And I was like, wow, no full CE setup? And he's like, I'll do it whenever I get the thing living broken. I was like, okay. Are you on Twitch, Mr. Gooner? I am on Twitch. I multi-stream. I used to just kind of stream only on Twitch, but then when I was having the thought of whether or not I should multi-stream or not, I had this Moist Critical video come into my recommendation, and he was like, "You're just like it takes nothing to multi-stream, and you're reaching 2 audiences." And I was like, you know, that's a good point. I was like, it literally takes nothing to multi-stream. It literally cost me nothing extra to do it. And then people that want to watch on YouTube, because maybe they got YouTube Premium, maybe they like the YouTube dono structure better. Maybe they just like YouTube's chats because they're a sociopath. You know, who knows? Maybe they just prefer the experience. It also... There was a really good point that that Charlie made in the video as well, is that like Twitch doesn't save the VODs, but YouTube does save the VODs forever. And one of the most annoying things is that because FGO is 2 years apart, I will want to go back and grab some of my old streams so I can show setups that I did on like 90+s when it came around on JP with my poo-poo bad over here like JP account. And then I can't get them because Twitch only saves VODs up to like 3 months or something. Because they're going broke. You know how it be. Bro, Twitch literally came out on stream and they were like, yeah, we can't afford to pay you guys anymore. We're going to have to cut the revenue, the split to 50-50. Because Amazon is pretty much paying to keep us afloat. I was like, how bad is it over there, dude? I was like, dog, how bad are y'all doing? I know you got your drivers like pissing in bottles and stuff, but it can't be this bad. Kind of an El Bozo on Amazon's part, though. I like my YouTube Premium for... I mean, look, YouTube Premium is like the one service that I kind of am just clinging on to. Like, I got rid of my Spotify Premium because, like, 14 bucks a month to just not have ads when... Well, let's be real, I can put an ad block on my phone to just kind of get around it. There are, like, jailbroken versions of Spotify that I will go out of my way to download. But YouTube Premium is just nice. And they keep adding things to YouTube Premium, like, this nice little things. Like, if somebody starts saying, but this video is brought to you by, and you hit that little arrow key, it immediately skips the ad. And it's, like, really good about it, too. Like, it's pretty spot on. Isn't that supposed to be a feature that streams are a limited time? If it is, I don't really like that very much. I mean, even for just myself, I would like to go back and look at old runs and stuff that I did. Like, it's kind of annoying that, like, we haven't played Elden Ring in, like, a year or so. And I can't go back and look at some of the old streams to kind of remember where I'm at, because it's just gone. I'm like, come on, man. That's lame. Who needs YouTube Premium when I get an ad blocker? That's true. But then whenever you're driving around, you don't want to waste data. You just hit that download button before you go on your big old drive. You pop those videos on in the background, crisp and clean. No ads in the middle of your drive. Remember when YouTube didn't have ads? Nope. I literally don't remember when YouTube didn't have ads. I'm not that young. Amazon spent $1 billion on the Lord of the Rings shows that barely anyone watched. I didn't even know that came out. Didn't even know there was a Lord of the Rings TV show. Shout out to my parents keeping me on their plan since it's cheaper and I have unlimited data. Like, even with unlimited data, I use my phone a lot. I drive a lot. I can't deal with ads on my phone. You know how hard it is to skip an ad while driving, while also trying to change lanes? When there's 80,000 people on the road? That bald dude who shall not be named be wasting money? What bald dude? Oh, Jeff Bezos? Dude, Jeff Bezos really does go to show that, like, you can have all the money in the world and still get cucked. That's crazy, dude. And drop the cringiest pickup lines you've ever seen, and then, like Twitch stream just gets cut immediately. But then if Jeff Bezos cut the stream, that would just be petty. I would win the argument. You just drive better? I do drive really well. I will say, ever since I moved, I do miss living in a smaller state. Because in like the 3-4 years that I lived in that smaller state, I have not yelled in my car. I have not flipped anybody off. I swear, every time I drive, I think I average flipping somebody off like twice a time I go out to drive. And that cannot be healthy. Do you drift really well? In the Honda? What are you, a little Uzi fan? Can Tesla cars drift? I don't know, dude. The Tesla thing is kind of growing on me. I kind of want one. They put a big ol' iPad in the card, which is just great for people that are just rotten to the core of their mind. So they can just do something while they're driving. Road rage is fun. Yeah, it's a little fun. It can be fun sometimes. It's fun when you're by yourself. Didn't Bezos have like a 50 million wedding? That feels really low for the richest man in the world. Or quote unquote not, or richest man in the world. Have you tried not flipping somebody off? Yeah, but then I didn't feel good about it. Like, I felt like they deserved it. It felt like the cosmic balance of justice in the universe was off, so I had to do my part in resetting it. Do Tesla cars come with noble phantasms? Hell no. If you buy a Tesla card, you're probably banned from being in any Grail War, which is probably a good thing, but then my chances of meeting Morgan go down astronomically. A Chevy is all you need. CE drop, by the way. Ticket, we're spending it immediately. The only thing I won't buy is a Ford, because my dad has just, like, beat it into me that Fords are terrible. Well, that is why I won't be buying the Cybertruck. I hate Da Vinci. I already didn't like Castor Da Vinci, then she became a small gremlin and I hated her even more. I was like, look, you were tolerable when you were like, at least you had big titties. Now you're an annoying gremlin. Somebody killed this thing. Like, just take a flamethrower and just scorch it. Just take it out. One day you'll meet Morgan. Maybe I'll go to Avalon. Maybe I have to do the Shiro thing. Where he, like, runs around and tries to meet Artoria. Do you know how mad I would be if I got to Avalon? Like, I like Artoria as much as the next guy, right? But if I got to Avalon and there was Artoria instead of Morgan, I would be pretty livid. Now, if it was Saber Alter, or, God forbid, if it was my queen, Ruler Artoria, I wouldn't care. Look, the unsung lore, like, little lore drop about your boy ZTL, I might like Ruler Artoria as much as I like Morgan. It's just, you know, it's easier to, like, fawn over Morgan, but I really like Ruler Artoria. I was distraught when I did not pull her. Like, when Summer 4 came out, it was like the obvious best character to go for was Berserker Masashi, because she just, like, of course she is. Like, she loops all over the place before, like, Castoria comes out. She's like a competitive arts looper in a quick world. It's crazy. But I was like, nah, I want the lady that, like, shuffles cards. That's really cool. Da Vinci is simply cute. I don't even think that. Kill it. I think it's an abomination. Call me a priest and exorcise that demon back to the pits of hell. Get it away from me. I hate Da Vinci. It's just like, look, okay. Realistically, it's not her fault. They just have Da Vinci say all the dumbest things. Like, Da Vinci's supposed to be the smart character, and then she's just always wrong. She's like, oh my goodness. We met Billy the Kid. There's no way we could fight that guy. We can't fight Billy the Kid. And then we just wash him. We just beat him up. And then Da Vinci's like, what? Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's like, oh my goodness. Is my name different on Twitch? It's ZTL_FGO. Are there 5 Avalons for each Artoria? Maybe. Da Vinci just not a power scaler. And look, there's nothing wrong with that, but it does really annoy me. It does get really annoying when it's like, oh my god. This actual rat that we found in the cellar is the strongest person I've ever seen. I'm like, Da Vinci, what are you talking about right now? What are you talking about? We're talking about a rat, dude? Like a rat? Come on, bro. Let's calm down. Let's chill out. The smartest character right now is Sherlock Holmes anyway. Actually, it's Ruler Moriarty. Actually. To be fair, she technically isn't a combat servant in the first place. But we have a lot of combat servants that get, like, they can, like, properly evaluate threats. Like, Jean's not a very combat-oriented servant. She's, like, more defense-oriented. And, like, if you read the Apocrypha light novel, she's got a pretty good read on people. Like, the first scene in the light novel, Karna pulls up on Jean. He's like, I'm gonna kill you. And Jean's like, I scoop. She's like, I'm done. I quit. Karna's like, dang, just like that? She's like, bro, nah, I quit. She's like, bro, I'm literally a random lady that comes from a farm. You think I'm beating, like, deity sun god guy over here? And Karna's like, alright, fair enough. You know what? That's commendable. I respect it. What up, Morgan? You see what rat solo is Goku? Who doesn't solo Goku at this point? I saw a video in my recommended that said Tearlaments versus Goku. What is wrong with these people? Clearly a mismatch, because all they gotta do is summon Tearlaments Kaleido Heart and send that guy back into the deck. Goku doesn't have targeting protection. What is he, stupid? This is a match he can't win. 2000 HP is crazy behavior, Morgan. Sherlock Holmes also trolls harder than anybody else. See, I don't know about that either. I don't know. Have you read Lost Belt 3? Have you read Lost Belt 3? Chi Wong's pretty sick nasty with it. Kai Gong's also pretty good. Ruler Moriarty, I also think, is a really good troll. Sherlock is a really good straight man. As in, like, not sexuality-wise, right? Like, I just mean, like, for his role in the series. Like, the guy that just kind of plays things very straight. Kind of like your normal guy. Your guy that's kind of like the pillar of the group, you know? But we must not disregard the fact that Fate is naturally one of the most busted verses in anime anyway. Oh, yeah? You throw out Gilgamesh, the strongest servant, right? What is she gonna do when my boy Komei starts busting down, dude? What is Gilgamesh gonna do when my boy Komei picks up the mic and roasts him back to Kingdom Come? Sends that guy back to the underworld? Nothing. That boy's cooked. Holmes do be trolling, whether intentional or not. I've come around on Holmes. I used to really hate Holmes, and then I finished Trom, and I was like, you know what, Holmes, you're alright, buddy. You're okay. No, I don't like Holmes, but he's alright. And man, he is handsome. Actually, it's a they, them. Nah, you know. Then after he's cooked, Rico gonna come sing a lively song? You mean Eiko? Nice autocorrect. Dumbass. Really showed him. He was a homie for farming the 90 plus plus. Why did you put the plus pluses in front of the 90? He did that just to be vexing. He did that just to be a little quirky lad. My god, he knew what he was doing. He put the plus pluses in front for a reason. He was trying to send a message. I'm gonna go jump off my balcony now. Good. Welcome to the ZTL stream. We're definitely, we're a very kind and loving community. That's for true. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Concept art, first Emperor, but I walked into that. Look, normally I wouldn't care too much, but he does go, like, he always does say they. I'm like, hold on, we gotta put some respect on him. Chi Wong would be the type of guy to be like, bro, I do be calling myself a they, them, not because I'm non-binary or anything like that, but I am literally a mechanical program. My conscience has ascended beyond human mortal understanding. Have you bought the second gold ring from the Mono Prism shop? Yeah, I think I gave it to Jalter. Bride is a good support. That's what I was talking about last stream, like a couple weeks ago before the event came out. I was thinking about maybe using Nero Bride in my setups, but it's just not enough. Just not enough. It's not enough. Top 3 servants I'm rolling for this year. So number 1 gotta be Morgan 3, bars, rhymes, anytime. That's gonna be a number 1. We are gonna do our best to try and NP5 her, no matter the cost, no matter how many lives are lost, no matter how many bank accounts have to be drained, no matter how many dicks I have to suck on the street, we're probably gonna get her to NP5. But then after that, it might be Yasugi Kenshin, Big Kagetora. I really like her, and unfortunately, I have really enjoyed having her at NP2 on JP. So it's probably going to be an NP2 for me, lads. I'm probably going to have to go in for the NP2. Now, we're going to be tactfully skipping Tiamat's banner, but that's because she's on a GSSR that I really like. And I don't have any of the characters on the GSSR, so I'm willing to gamble that, but I will still probably throw some multis her way. If Draco wasn't so rare and just absent from every GSSR for some bullshit reasoning that Nasu gave, I would definitely go more in on Tiamat. As much as I really love Draco, I think she's well written. I said this earlier, but I think Draco's like a more well-written character. I think her event is great. I think she has a great design. Like, I just love everything about Draco. But Tiamat is just a sweetie pie. Like, I just love Tiamat to pieces. Like, small Tiamat is just funny, because it's like your mom, but small, and that's kind of funny. And then you have big Tiamat, which is, let's be honest, it's for the gooners, alright, boys? Like, we understand. You're looking at the 3rd Ascension for Tiamat. I know your dick's out, alright? Come on. Like, I already know. Alright, I already know. There's no point in hiding it. No point in trying to deny it. You just gotta say, you gotta pull out the Yuji, the straight face. I called her mommy. I'm not trying to deny it. I'm not trying to get around it. Like, that's just the way it is. You gotta own it. Like, I'm just saying, I called her mommy. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I did it. You know, you gotta own up to it. But, unfortunately, Draco is more rare, so I'm gonna probably try to NP2 the Draco. And then try for Tiamat later. If we don't get her on the GSSR. As I was saying earlier, she doesn't overlap with the Avenger. So, on the Destiny Order summon, I can definitely slap Tiamat on there. I can still slap Jalter on there because I would like to 120 Jalter. I have decided my next 120 will be Jalter. She's the reason I got into the game. I should give her the respect of 120ing her. So that will be the next character I decide to do. But then we were talking about some of the other characters, and I have no idea. Like, I think definitely Berserker gotta be Arjuna Alter. I probably should toss Morgan on there. Just because the extra coins will come in handy for the additional append skills. And I would like to have my Morgan all appended out and whatnot. Okay, yeah, see, I did put the extra ring on Jalter. Yeah, see, she's got the additional one. Buddy ring, yeah, come on. That's the nut ring right there. Come on, bro. Don't lie to me, FGO. I know what that ring signifies. Come on, bro. I think I have the silver one on Jalter Zerk? No. Oh, that's right. I had to take it off for this challenge quest. That's right. So is it not engraved on anybody? Where's the silver ring, huh? Dude, I thought those ears were a pair of butt cheeks. I can't even lie. I thought that was a pair of ass cheeks. Bro, where's the silver ring? What am I, stupid? Did I not pick it up? I swear I picked it up. I just don't have it. Okay. Well, cool. Awesome. Just no silver ring, I guess. I guess I am stupid. For $30, let me pick an SSR. It's still a really good deal. Think about it like this, right? Like, let's put it in math terms. And I know a lot of you guys did not graduate high school. I know most of you guys are under a bridge watching this on your Samsung 4, right? Or your nice iPod Touch, right? That you found in the bins. But I'll try to break it down real simple, right? $80 a pack, you get about 160 Saint Quartz, right? You need about like 990 Saint Quartz to guarantee a 5-star, right? So what we could do is we could take that 990, right? Divide that by 180. Find out how many packs we need. About 5.5 packs. Multiply that by your $80. $440 to guarantee your SSR. For 15 bucks, you're guaranteed one of like 3 or one of 4 SSRs. 30, you're guaranteed one SSR that you like. I think it's still a pretty good deal. Now, obviously, would I like to just pay 30 bucks and just grab a copy of Jalter? Hell, you'd think, of course, yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Of course. Give me more 5 stars, I'll think. Like, I'm telling you right now, if we don't get a free 5-star for anniversary, and fuck all this, like, non-limited story, guys, I want to see characters up to, like, year 3. Lesengle, you have to make people like, not Ruler Scotty, but Caster Scotty and, like, Merlin available for purchase. Alright? I don't care if you guys gave him an extra 10% battery. He's not, like, broken, okay? Like, the difference between what, like, Castoria, Koyenskaya, and Oberon allow you to do versus what someone like Merlin and OG Scotty let you do, it's a chasm. Like, it's a night and day. They're on the moon. Merlin and Scotty over here are still trying to build their rocket ship. They're about to turn into, like, what was it? Challenger? What was it called? The Challenger one? Sorry, I'm bad on my tragedies in American history. But someone will know what I'm talking about, right? They'll get the joke. They'll think it's funny, all right? Somebody will get it. They'll be like, haha, ZTL, very funny. I got that joke. I understand. So, just up to year 3, man. Because that also, like, Shishi Huang, great solo would be available. Sigurd surely gets a really nasty buff for anniversary. Because he's, like, a main character guy for Lost Belt 2. Surely he should at least be halfway decent. There's a lot of really good characters that are options. I mean, Iskandar also got a buff recently, and he's rather solid. Why am I using the friend, Ruler Scotty, and wasting Bond on my Oberon? This guy is based, by the way. He put the ring on is Scotty. That is adorable. I'm going to start bringing the friend Oberon, and I'm going to use my ruler Scotty, because I want to fuck my Scotty. I'm not trying to NTR somebody else's Scotty. I'm not trying to fuck Oberon. I'm trying to get that nut in with Princess Scotty, with Miss Scotty, with Mommy Scotty. Alright? Again, I already said, we've been over this. I ain't trying to deny it. I ain't hiding it. I called her Mommy. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But Sony will lose some money and they can't have that? Fuck Sony. It's the 10th year anniversary. Alright, where are my Dokkan players out? Dokkan players, has this 10th anniversary not been just absolutely baller, dude? I mean, it's like every couple of days we're getting something. And like, I can complain about it a little bit because I clear everything, no item in like 2.5 seconds. Because, look, I just can't be rivaled. I'm too good at the game. But, for like, in terms of content we're getting, it's like every couple of days they just wheel something out. And then we're just constantly getting rewards because they're like, oh, you guys hit a social media bonus. Here's 30 gemmies, which is like the equivalent of like 18 Saint Quartz for FGO. Or they're like, oh, you guys clicked a Twitter post. Here's like the equivalent of 10 Saint Quartz. And we just like, boom, 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 boom. A game getting multiple parts anniversary sounds crazy. It's not, okay, usually Dokkan is like part 1, part 2. Then like, we've started getting part 1, part 2, part 3. We're in like part 2, but this anniversary's been like pre-release, part 1, part 1.5, now we're in part 2. Have you seen the most recent Dragon Ball show? That's the hilarious thing with me being super into Dokkan. I have not like seen that much Dragon Ball. Like, I watched up to the Red Ribbon arc of Dragon Ball, like the OG one. I had Dragon Ball Z play in the background while I did, like, math and history homework in high school. So I heard it, but I really wasn't paying attention. So if you ask me what's going on, I can't give you specifics. Like, okay, this is how little I thought I knew what was going on. I thought Android 17 was a girl at first, and I was like, that's a really ugly girl. I was like, the blonde one is kind of cute, but the black-haired one is not very cute. And then, like, a couple years later, I found out it was a dude, and I was like, that explains a lot. I watched most of Dragon Ball Super. Like, well, I say most, but I watched the Future Saga, and then I watched the Universal, like, tournament thing. And then I watched one episode of GT, was bored to tears, didn't even finish it. And so most of my knowledge of Dragon Ball comes from Dokkan. That's why I'm like, dude, Super Saiyan 3 is my favorite form. Anytime we get a Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I get that guy immediately. Link level 10 it immediately. Why USOs exist if almost nobody can get them? I don't know, man. It's such a poorly designed pity. I don't know, man. I don't know why USOs exist if they kind of fixed pity by baking it into every single banner. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't you're asking the wrong guy. Why do you need to pull 10 copies of a 5-star servant to then be able to get 1 copy of them? It's not even 10 guys you've already gotten. It's 10 guys you've already NP5'd. It's like, dude, that's a little ridiculous, don't you think? Like, it's a bit excessive. Kinda crazy. Like, that's a little nuts. Bit nutty. What if we just did, like, double ruler, Scotty? What if we just said, get this bum Oberon out of here. He sucks, he smells, he stinks, he's not good, he's a bozo, he's a bum, he's lame, never did anything good. Bro had to wait for Morgan, Castoria, Melsussi, Bargist, Woodwose, Barrel, all these guys to die so he could do his plan. Still failed. Big L magnet. So we're doing double ruler, Scotty. What is your ideal pity system / number for FGO? So I've been playing quite a few different gacha games lately. I really like Nikkei's pity system, where it carries over between banners. That is very similar to how Dokkan does it. Dokkan's is a bit excessive. You need 500 coins, and you get 3 coins per duped character that you get that's maxed out. But for Dokkan, you only need 5 copies of a character to max them out. Rates are also a little bit higher, and it also counts for every unit. Like, there's some units that you get more sporadically than others. And every multi guarantees an SSR, so you're gonna get dupes eventually. Just by virtue of playing the game. So it's kind of nice for that. But I really have enjoyed Nikkei's, because right now, I've just been kind of pulling for characters as they come out. They put out some blue hair lady, and I was like, you know what, I will summon for that character. Got him on the first multi, and I was like, you know what? Had better luck on the blue hair lady than the red hair lady. Awesome. And then now I've just got these 200 gold credit card thingies. And whenever a new character comes out that I want, I can just buy them for free. So it's real sick. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I quite enjoy it. It's pretty good. BT system is very good. It is, as the kids would say, very poggers. Blue Archive, I think their pity system a little doo-doo cockawilly, because it takes forever and a half. Like, I was barely came down to the wire able to pity the, what is her name, Hiyori? She has like green hair or something. But they were like, they put out like 2 characters. They put out like Sayori and some other lady, and I was like, you know what? I've already got all the characters I want in Blue Archive. I like Shiroko and I like Sayori. I got both of them. Screw it. I'll summon for this green lady that has like huge tits. Cool. I'll summon for that one. And then I was like, you know what? No, I've already put too much in this banner. I'm going to pity them. And I did pity them. But it came down to the wire. For Blue Archive, it feels like it takes too much. But it is better than nothing. Yeah, Nikkei's, I have no qualms with Nikkei. I think Nikkei's is rather solid. Ooh, we don't even need to do that. I would really like to see how much the double NPs would do. But the Buster Crit is a little too tantalizing. What got me into gacha games? I remember sitting in the lobby, getting out of high school, and I was kind of scrolling around because stuff that I played at the time, like, you know, I was an avid enjoyer of the Angry Birds. I liked me some Angry Birds. That was some fun. The game that I really liked, I really liked playing Jetpack Joyride. That was a real fun one. But then I was like, I kind of want something else to play. And so around the same-ish time, they had, I just realized I should put up Invincibility. I'm a little stupid idiot, but I saw that Bleach put out a mobile game, and Dragon Ball put out a mobile game. And so I was like, you know what, I'll play this, I'll try these out. I ended up really enjoying both of them. Bleach is one of my favorite animes of all time. And so I just had a lot of fun running around, playing with these goofy little guys, these little, like, goofy sprites they had. It was a lot of fun. Same thing for Dokkan. And so I kind of just started playing those. Pokemon Go, when that came out, I was, like, super into. Loved playing that one. Even though the developers are terrible, for lack of a better term. They don't treat us very nicely. I got into FGO because... So I had watched Fate when I was getting into anime around, like, 12, 13-ish. Probably somewhere around there. And I thought it was, like, good. But I didn't think it was, like, that great. I was like, oh, yeah, it's, like, a nice show. Like, I think Gilgamesh is kind of cool. Iskandar's like, oh, he's a pretty cool guy. You know, just kind of along those lines. Just like, yeah, that was, like, cool. That was nice. But then I remember we were driving to my grandma's, and it's like a 2.5, 3-hour road trip. And I was like, you know what? I need something to watch. And so I was thinking of what should I download off Netflix? Because, you know, the Netflix app will let you download shows. And I was like, oh, I remember really enjoying Fate Zero, and I haven't watched that in a while. And, you know, like, there's some buddies on Discord that were like, oh, yeah, like, Fate's a really good show. They were, like, super into it. And I was like, you know what, okay, maybe I can go ahead and give this another shot. And I remember I watched it, and I was just enamored with it. I was like, this show is phenomenal. This shit is so good. And so then I went on to watch UBW again, and I was like, that was also really good. Not nearly as good, but it was still pretty good. I like the relationship between Shiro and Rin. Then I watched Apocrypha. Loved it because of Jean. And I was so sad when Jean died at the end. And I was telling a friend about it. I was like, yeah, I'm just so bummed. I'm like, I feel like a bozo because like this fictional anime girl died, and I'm like super sad about it. And then he was like, oh, well, the mobile game for Fate is going to be having her alter version come out, you know, in a couple of months. And I was like, oh, they have a mobile game. Let me go try that out. This was around the release of London, and I was trying it out. And I was like, this game's not really for me. And then, you know, like months pass, and then eventually it's like, oh, hey, you know, Jolter's going to be coming out in a couple months. And I was like, oh, shit, word? And so I hopped on the game, did pull Jolter, was really pissed baby mad about it. And then she came back around on like a New Year's banner or something on a GSSR, and I pulled her and Lancer Artoria, and I have not skipped a day since. I did lose that account, though. I didn't have a transfer code. I was out with one of my exes. We were still dating at the time. Dropped my phone. It exploded. Could not get my account back. And so I was really salty. Was not playing FGO. And then just one day decided to pick it back up because Jolter was going to get a rerun after the Cleopatra Halloween event. And so I realized, well, you know, I need to have an account that can actually use Jolter, right? Like, I can't start playing as soon as the banner comes out because I'm not going to have any Saint Quartz, and I'm not going to have any materials to level her up. So it's like, let me start now because this Halloween event's coming out. And I just summoned a lot because I had a pretty good job at the time. Went pretty hard in the paint on the Cleopatra banner. Didn't get Cleopatra, which was sad. No Cleo. Boo-hoo. Sad me. Woe is me. But I did get the boy Vlad Extra. And that guy pretty much hard carried me for a while, which is why I love him so much. But then, yeah, then I was pretty much into... No. Yeah, that was the New Year's where I got Jolter and Lancer Artoria. The original account... Yeah, I remember what happened. Yeah, I started playing when the Jolter was coming out. Didn't get her. Bought an account for like $10 that had Jolter on it. And that account was pretty legendary. I did a single on the story banner after work one day. Got Jean, was super happy about it. Did another single like a week later. Got Ku Alter, who's like one of my favorite characters. So I was super happy about that. That was super baller. But then that was the account I lost. But then, let's see. Arc Knights I got into about like 2 years ago because somebody came into the Discord, dropped the W like dancing video, and I was like, this is hilarious. I'm gonna play this game. And then I just started playing Arc Knights. I played it for a little bit because I was like, I'm gonna probably buy an account that has W on it because this is the entire reason that I want to play the game. But I was like, before I buy an account, let me try it out first. So I played it for a little bit, decided I liked it, then bought an account that had like W and Scotty on it. Because I was like, that's the only reason I'm playing. I really like how Scotty looks, and I really like W. I like him a lot. And so, bought that account, and then I've just been playing Arc Knights ever since. I started playing Blue Archive because I was looking for another game to play. And I saw it was relatively popular, and I'm like, well, you know, I could start playing Blue Archive. I couldn't tell you what's going on in Blue Archive. I don't know anything about the meta, what characters are good, how to build teams, nothing like that. But it's a very comfy game, and it's like enjoyable enough to play. It's just something that takes like 30 minutes, maybe even less, of just kind of like grinding to do. So I'm like, it's just a fun little cute game to play. I started playing Nikke because Ya mentioned this character Cinderella was coming out, and he was like, oh, I know you like your characters with white hair, and I was like, yeah, and he's like, we got this character Cinderella coming out, and I was like, word? Looked at her once, and was like, alright, lock and load, boys. Let's get in there, we're playing this game. And then I started playing that game. Similarly, I have no idea what's going on, but it's fun to play. It's literally just the Gooner game. It's fun, I guess. I think, and then I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links a while ago as well. When I was like, before like I properly got into Yu-Gi-Oh! A couple of years ago during the pandemic, I was playing Duel Links and I had fun with that because there's a more like simplified version. I'm like, I'm doing little combos, I'm having fun, yippee! You know, like, oh, look at me go! I normal summon a guy, dump a guy to the graveyard, bring him back. Ooh, I've got 2 beaters. Oh my god! You know, just kind of like that. Just like this is fun. Once dueling started getting like more complex with like skills and the decks were things that I didn't recognize, I was like, I don't want to play this anymore. No, I loved playing Cyber Angel. I thought Cyber Angel was sick. I didn't understand how any of the cards worked, but I loved it. I liked clicking buttons. I played the shit out of Six Sams, dude. I fucking loved that deck. It wasn't even like tiered when it came out, but I loved it. So I got to feel like an underdog. It was so nice. I know they had a resurgence a little bit after that, but when they first came out, it was like, yeah, here you go. You're getting like Zanji. You're getting like OG main deck Shien. Here's the counselor guy. Here's the field spell. Like, not the good field spell, the bad one. The one that's like, your opponents lose 100 attack. Here's the horse, you know? Here's the equip spell. And then, like, I stopped playing for a while. Came back when Desaad came out. Had a really good run with Ultimate Dragons Kaiba. Really enjoyed playing that. Had a lot of fun. Really liked innovating on it. Like, playing Cosmic Brain in the deck was, like, really, really fun. That was really cool. I've kind of gotten back into Duel Links. I couldn't remember. I don't have my logins and stuff for it. But so I made a new account. Having a better understanding of, like, deck building and stuff has been really fun. The first deck that I played on this new account was Dogmatica Windwitch, which was a lot of fun. And I like decks that have different locks of them. Like, a deck that I really, really took a liking to when getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! Was Dids, which is, for my Yu-Gi-Oh! Heads, is Dogmatica, Invoked, Shaddoll, and then sometimes Destiny Hero with, like, DPE. There are, like, 7 locks in that deck. Dogmaticas don't let you get from the extra deck. Fusion Destiny locks you out of anything but Dark Hero monsters. Verte locks you out of summoning for the rest of the turn. But it's a hell of a lot of fun, dude. It's so much fun. I love playing decks like that. That shit is just fun, dude. You ever just end on a board a DPE, Fleur-de-Lis, Shaddoll, Winda, Dogmatica punishment set? Tell your opponent to cry about it? That's fun. That's a fun time. Or sometimes you just end on Mecha Pass, and that's just gotta be enough sometimes. And sometimes that's just enough, man. Sometimes that's just gotta be it. Sometimes that's gotta be able to get you there. That's gotta be enough to get you across the finish line. When the Riders are Clan added Angel Beats, I can't. Yeah, unfortunately, like, Angel Beats is like one of those things that I was watching with one of my exes, but we never finished. So it's probably one of those series that I'll never finish. It's one of those things that's kind of tainted. Thankfully, I thought it was kind of mid. Like, I would have finished it if we were, like, still dating and whatever, but we ain't dating. I have no real interest in finishing the series. So I was like, okay, it wasn't like that. A lot of judges quit when Pendulums were released. Yeah, like, I understand Pendulums. I get it. But, like, dude, I don't want to read these cards, man. And then, but here's the good thing. If you're ever, like, trying to get somebody into Yu-Gi-Oh! And they're like, but Pendulums are so complicated. Tell them, don't worry. Not a single Pendulum archetype is good. They're all bad. They're all atrociously bad. Horrifically underpowered. It's reading a lot of bullshit for no payoff. They all suck. Not a single one of them is good. Like, the best one right now might be Velmonica. And that one has, like, the easiest pendulums. It's like, hey, man, You want to pay some life points? Hey, dude, you want to gain some life points? And then you just tell your friend, you always pay the life points. Gaining the life points is always bad. You always listen to the little devil lady. Always pay the life points. It used to be that pendulum sat outside the trap card zone. I thought that fucked. I thought that went hard. Because obviously, like, I got into the game around, like, 2022. Like, the first set that I bought was Burst of Destiny. If that, like, gives you a little insight into when I started playing the game. So kind of like late COVID is when I kind of got into the game. But, like, learning that, like, the pendulums used to be outside the zones, I'm like, dude, that is so cool. And then they moved them back, and I was like, I hate it. This shit sucks. This is ass. Yeah, I sidestepped all of that. And I've really been enjoying Yu-Gi-Oh! So far. Like, I've gone to, like, OTSs to play, you know, locals. You know, every now and then. I like to go. It just costs money. And sometimes I'm like, would I rather spend this $7 playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Tonight? Or would I rather get myself a Gordita Crunch plus a Baja Blast from Taco Bell? Tough decision. Tough decision. But definitely enjoyed Master Duel. Master Duel is definitely where I got a lot better at playing the game. Because I had to make a lot of realizations playing the game. Like, the deck that really started getting me into playing competitively was Drytron. But that's because when I was getting into the game a little before Burst of Destiny, Drytron was the best deck. And me and my friend were having an argument. And they were like, oh, you couldn't play, like, any of these decks. Like, you would look at this and have no idea what's going on. So out of spite, I was like, nah, I'm gonna figure out how to play this deck. And so I started, like, figuring out how to play. And I was, like, watching a bunch of videos and I had to, like, kajigger the whole thing together and, like, realize how to play it. And that was, like, the first deck I played on Master Duel. And it was, like, pretty nice. But then I started looking at other decks, like, Virtual World. And I was like, so a lot of these decks functionally set up an FTK, right? They might not drain your life points to 0, but they're going to establish a board that you've just lost, right? It's functionally an FTK. And I would look at VW and I'm like, you know, VFD loses to a lot less than a big old Herald guy. Like, Herald loses to Droplet, Dark Ruler, Kaiju, Lava Golem, because there's probably a couple dudes sitting on the board. And I'm like, this guy, this VFD dude loses to, like, nothing. This guy loses to, like, Jack Squad. That guy's crazy. So I started playing that. I also started playing Eldritch a lot. And that was a learning experience because you can't just flip floodgates. A good player will beat your ass if you just flip floodgates randomly. Like, if you just go, like, start of turn, alright, I flip Skill Drain and I flip, like, Imperial Order, I'm gonna win. A good player is gonna beat your ass. And so it's like, oh, okay, like, I need to, like, hold my back row. And I need to, like, activate these at, like, opportune times. You know, like, there actually is some kind of timing when you're trying to play a control deck. And so that, like, helped my game sense and, like, learning when to try to activate things, learning when to hold, or to just, like, drop everything and, like, get the opponent out of the game. It was a really good deck to learn that. Then I started going back, because then they banned VFD, so I went back to playing Drytron. And then they released Sword Soul, and I was like, this deck is just better than mine. Like, I had to make the concession that I'm like, this deck is just more consistent. I have 2-card combos that are fairly specific. You do need, like, it could be a couple of different 2 cards, but you do need 2 cards, whereas Sword Soul is like a 1.5 card combo deck. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to pivot to Sword Soul because this deck is just better. Like, it just is better. And I was like, man, that is crazy. And then what did I do after that? I picked up Branded. Branded is kind of fun, but I never got too good at it. I just rode out Sword Soul for a while. I played Flu for a little bit, and I got, like, decent at Flu. I enjoyed playing it. Not having to worry about Maxi was really, really nice. Like, whenever a deck comes out and it just doesn't have to care about Maxi, it is you're taking a load off, dude. You're taking a load off. Not having to worry about Maxi is such a it's like getting your wee sucked, man. There's nothing like it. Like, look, you ask a Yu-Gi-Oh player, you want to get your wee sucked or play a game with no Maxi, they're going to tell you 10 times out of 10, no Maxi. I'll get my wee sucked a different time. No Maxi, oh my god, you're actually playing a real card game in that moment. So it's pretty great. Then I played a Labyrinth pre-support because my friend was like, it's kind of like Eldritch but better, but you know, there's no big ladies, there's no big welcome Labyrinth, so you're playing Trap Lab. But I did enjoy playing it. It was really fun. Because then that was when there was like the like Earth Fairy Ishizu stuff format before Tier came out, but they released that stuff early. And I didn't want to play the pile decks. I thought the pile decks were ass. I thought they were turbo doo-doo bad. So I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to play these decks. These decks suck. So I played Lab during that time. Then Tier came out, and Tier really stressed me out. I had a lot of fun playing it, but it gave, like, Tier mirrors give me anxiety because it's very skill intensive. It tests like a different skill in Yu-Gi-Oh, so I enjoyed it, but I didn't play too much of it. I played the shit out of Kashtira when that came out. I love Kashtira. That's like one of my favorite decks of all time. Especially Master Duel Kashtira. Master Duel Kashtira, where there's like some limits, they got rid of Diabolosis. Because I'm like, dude, I don't even want to do the full zone lock. Like, that plays into Nibiru. I don't even want to do this shit. And so, like, even before we got a Rise Heart, I was playing Kashtira Control. Like, I called it Two Brothers Control. Because it's Fenrir and a Unicorn. And I think people in the Discord right now call it Two Brothers Control. Like, anytime we run, like, a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, and someone summons out, like, Kashtira Fenrir and a Kashtira Unicorn, I'm like, dude, it's Two Brothers. And I'm like, yeah, we're playing Brothers Control, baby. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy the Kashtira archetype. I think it's good. I think it's nice. Especially, like, in Master Duel, where, like, a Rise Heart's not a meta-defining card. So it still has a lot of outs, but you can... It's not as respected, so it feels a little bit better. And then what have I been playing recently? Kind of just a smattering of things. I've kind of just been bouncing all over the place playing different decks. I've been really enjoying Centurion. I have fun playing that. Obviously, like, I still enjoy playing Labyrinth. I think that deck's very fun. I'm working on White Forest right now. I have really enjoyed playing Dark Magician lately. I have really enjoyed playing that. It's just a very fun mid-to-the-ground level deck. It's also one of those decks that's, because it's a little bit weaker, you gotta make your interactions count. You gotta choose your points of interactions very carefully. I like decks that have that, where it's like you can win if you can just hit like 2 points really, really well. It like rewards knowing where the choke points and other combos are. Very, very nice. I love that. Feels very rewarding. I'm gonna try to get back into playing Hero, but like Hero just does not love me. Every time I play Hero, it feels like turbo dick doo-doo water bad. It just feels like the most ass deck I've ever played in my entire life. Just doesn't feel good. But I'll try. I've been trying out DDD every now and then, like I have that deck built. I might play the new Exodia deck, because it is just make a big dude, but that deck clearly is just so bad. Like, I don't know if I can just... I don't know if I can in good conscience go up, look at another player, just spread my ass in front of them, be like, I'm ready for you to just dick me down. Like, I don't know... Like, I don't know if I can go... I can willingly do that to myself. I'm still very competitive. I would like to win, so I don't like strutting up with a deck that I know is, like, PP doo-doo bad. Play Sky Striker. I do play a little bit of Striker. Striker is fun, but it is just... It's just missing something, man. It's too fair. Too fair of a deck. I do enjoy it, but it's just too fair. It has a really hard time competing with a lot of these other decks. Play Blue Eyes with the structure deck. I have been playing around with the new cards. I'm really excited for them to come out in Master Duel. I probably will, once the structure deck comes out in about a week, that probably will be the deck that I go around and play with. I probably will play them. I'm not going to be able to afford the Primite cards, but fuck it, dude. I'll make alternative Ultimate Dragon. I don't give a shit, dude. I'll just play more Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'll play the giggity goddamn Jet Dragon, okay? I'll play an alternative dragon. I don't give a shit, dude. Ask me if I care. I don't. I'll play the bad Blue Eyes cards. I don't care. I'll play them. Missing Tenpai? Oh, yeah, I did really enjoy playing Tenpai, but I like playing Tenpai because the games are quick. I could log in, get all of my dailies done in like 10 minutes, and then log out, and then just be done. Did it get annoying? Did it get that annoying monster stat? Steals one type of each card if activated once per turn. What are you talking about? What is bro asking about? Not exactly understanding the question. Master of Chaldea has Blue Eyes. We do. If you have Dobrania, you do have Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. That's also the funny thing. Is like, I enjoyed playing Dark Magician and Blue Eyes, but I did not grow up with the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. Couldn't watch it. It was from the devil. I remember, like, my friend let me borrow his Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I distinctly remember, like, I was sitting in my closet looking at them because he let me take them home with me, and I was like, dude, these cards look so cool. My dad came into my room, found me in my closet, picked up the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and was like, is this what you want to be doing? You want to be playing with Yu-Gi-Oh cards? And I just told him, yeah. And then he was like, I'm just going to go take these to your mom. Like, I don't think that's the response he was expecting. I'm like, Dad, these cards are badass. What do you mean? But you gotta also remember that, like, my parents wouldn't let me play Pokemon. If I was playing, like, Star Wars Battlefront, you know, the OG one back in the day, I couldn't play as the villains. Like, so for Battlefront 2, I couldn't finish the campaign story because eventually you go into the Jedi Temple and have to wipe everybody out. So, like, I couldn't play as any of those. So it was, we're talking, like, that level of, like, sheltering, but I was like, dude, like, these cards are badass. But what, like, during COVID, what got me into playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that I watched all of the animes. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna watch all of these and just see how good they are. And, like, as we would go through and watch things, we would play with the deck. So, like, as we were, like, watching through Duel Monsters, a friend of ours that is, like, more experienced in the game, he's been playing since, like, 2013. I'd be like, oh, let me check out, like, Blue Eyes. And he's like, oh, they've got these new support cards. He's like, oh, you could play, like, Alternative. It's, like, a free guy. You can play stuff like Trade-In. So, like, he was really good for helping us deck build along the way. Being like, okay, here's something that, like, kind of lets you play the game, but it's not like, all right, we're going to do full, like, Hulk 5-Rex combo. You know, it's not nothing that crazy. And so, like, we would go along, and I'd be like, oh, yeah, like, I like playing Blue Eyes. That was really fun. Dark Magician, I didn't really get. I get it now that I'm a bit more experienced, but I was like, this deck is hard. I have to read the cards? That's crazy. I really like Bakora's deck. I thought Destiny Board was so... I thought that was super sick. I still like it. I still think it's really cool. We were going through GX, and I got scarred from that because we were all playing, like, Penis Crystal Beast and stuff, and our dickhead friend put DPE in his deck. For people that don't know, DPE is a card that came out, like, the time we were watching. Like, as we were watching through these old-ass, like, 2000 shows, it was a new card that was, like, meta-defining. And so we were like, we don't know how to kill this thing. And then he was like, yeah, I'm like, dude, you're out here beating up on toddlers, bro. Like, I'm playing, like, normal summon, like, Topaz Tiger, which is, like, a card that doesn't do jack shit. Or I'm normal summoning, like, my Neospatian Glowmoss, which is a card that doesn't do anything. It's PP bad. And then I'm out here getting, like, DPE, like, full hero comboed on, dude. I'm like, bro, this shit is crazy. It's really strange. I really liked 5Ds when we were watching it, but I don't like any of the decks. Like, I don't like Synchron. I kind of learned how to play it, but I don't know. Like, Synchron's not a deck I really care for. Red Dragon I don't really care for. I hate Blackwing. Like, decks that combo for like 90 years to end on nothing are the most frustrating things for me, dude. Because I'm like, dude, why would you sign up to play Blackwing? You spin your wheels for 80 minutes to do nothing, dude. To do literally, maybe even next to nothing. It might just be nothing. I'm like, dog, I might just concede just to go on to the next game. Like Earth Machine, bro, at least Earth Machine has like Regulus, you know? They at least end on something. Blackwing are like, alright, here's my full Armor Master and my Blackwing Dragon. I'm like, bro, these shits are terrible. These cards are penis mad. They don't do anything. Sending good vibes. Thank you for the good vibes. We're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! So all the FGO people are just like clueless. But yeah, like Red Dragon, like I really like Jack Atlas. He's one of my favorite characters from Yu-Gi-Oh! I think like my top 3, and it's very interchangeable depending on how I'm feeling on one day, but my top 3 characters it's a revolving door of Jack Atlas, Seto Kaiba, or like Declan Akaba, right? It's one of those 3. Varus or Revolver, depending on if you watch dub or sub. I watched it in sub, but, you know, I'm trying to be accommodating for those filthy dub plebeians. Yeah, but he's really close. I just think Vrains is a little too short. If Vrains was a little bit longer, he probably could have cracked in there, had more cool scenes, but just not enough. Very close, but just not enough. Not enough to be comparable to the other GOATs of Yu-Gi-Oh! Not my GOATs. Yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, other things that were, like, around in 5Ds that, like, I might have played, but... Like, I never took the Time Lords. I thought it was lame. I thought Tech Genius was really cool, but I was too stupid to play it. Meaning I couldn't do math. Math was outside my purview of expertise. I mean, I liked Akiza, but Rose Dragon's not really a deck. I liked Leo's arc from going from like this random bum to like kind of the GOAT by the end of the series. So I thought that was really cool. But Morphtronic is kind of lame and gay, so I don't really play that. Zexal, I took to pretty much everything in Zexal. Zexal, I think, is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Show. Because, like, I went into that and it's like, oh, everybody hates Zexal. And then, as we were watching it, I'm like, this is just a remake of DM. Like, it's just DM, but, like, remastered. They just do everything better. Like a retelling, in a way. And then I think all the archetypes are sick. Like, I still play Utopia. I love playing Shark. Galaxy Eyes I'm not as experienced with, but I still love cracking it out every now and then. Like, Hands, I think, are dope. Battling Boxes are dope. Heroics are dope. Just everything coming out of Zexal is just a banger. Except for Numeron. Numeron's lame and gay. Fuck Numeron. But, you know, that's the villain's archetype, so fuck that guy. That guy's a bum. He's a bozo. We should stone him to death in the streets. We should kill that guy. In a video game. For YouTube, it's in a video game. In a video game. Not in real life. Sorry to anybody that's actually named Don Thousand. You might be a inadvertent casualty. Arc 5, bum show. Least favorite. Had so much potential. Had so much potential, and they just flundered it. Like, I'll see people on Twitter being like, oh my god, I love Arc 5. And I'm like, what do you like about Arc 5? What about it? Everybody sucks. They bastardized my boy Crow, Jack. Yuma had so much potential, then turns into a cum monster who is lame. Declan's like the only good thing about the show. Unfortunate. Just... my boy Kite gets bastardized as well. Just terrible. With 5Ds and Zexal being my favorite shows, Arc 5 is so hard to watch. Because it's like, Zexal gets like a 20 episode arc. The Synchro arc for 5Ds had such a good introduction. And they ruined it at the end. And then the ending for the show was just like, Yuma's like, we're all gonna be friends, right? And it's like, Yuma, you did not earn this at all whatsoever. Or Yuya, my bad. Yuma earned his ending. Yuya Segundis did not earn his ending. Fuck that guy. He's a bum, he's a bozo, he's a bastard. I don't want to see him ever again. But I will agree, DDD is a fun deck to play. I'm not looking at the spreadsheet, though. I'm not doing it. I was playing DDD earlier. My buddy was telling me to look at the spreadsheet, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm not looking at the spreadsheet. I can't do that. If I look at the spreadsheet, I admit it's a bad deck. No good deck has a spreadsheet. I hate to tell you the truth. No good deck has a spreadsheet. That's just the way it is. Peak that Shun versus Sora. That duel was great. Dude, I was so sure that Shun was gonna get washed, and then Shun just beat his ass, dude. Oh, I like Yuri a lot. The fusion guy, the Predaplant guy. The unfortunate thing is, I just can't get into playing Predaplant. I'm just not a big fan of the playstyle. Like, and then, like, it's like, well, you could play it in, like, Branded and other stuff, but it's just like, yeah, then you just end up playing Branded. And if I want to play Branded, I'll play Branded. You know, if I'm going to play Joe Biden's deck, I'm going to play Joe Biden's deck. Not Joe Biden plus the potted plant in the Oval Office. Just not going to do that. Was there anything else that I liked out of Arc 5? I like DDDs. I think Pendulum Magician is fun to play, but it does suck. We gotta admit, not a good deck. It's ass, but it is fun to play. You just spin your wheels a lot and you just do nothing. You're like, alright, I'm gonna end on Apollo USA and then die to Imperm. And then lose to literally anything. But hey, it's a big Apo, and it might also feature Baron. And if you're lucky, you might have a trap card. Trap card in 2025? That's crazy. Melodious. Aside from... But see, I didn't even play Melodious in Duel Links. I played Blue Eyes, and I just beat the hell out of Melodious. I was like, I don't know why everybody's struggling with Melodious. They're like, well, they reflect battle damage. I'm like, well, if you run into it with the two-headed Blue Eyes White Dragon, it gets, like, banished. And then you just win. I'm like, oh, I see. So, but Melodious ass, like, Abyss Actor, I think, is a really cool concept of, like, oh, if your opponent, like, blows up your shit, you get to go plus on it. The problem is the deck's just not very good. So that's a little unfortunate. You know, they kind of forgot to put, like, a good payoff in there, which is a little important. You are supposed to put a good payoff in the deck, which is a little unfortunate for them. That is unfortunate. Sometimes it be like that. It be like that sometimes. But can't think of anything else from Arc 5 that I really liked. I think the Zark deck idea is really cool. I like the idea. The idea is kind of neat. That might be about it. I hate Raid Raptor. It's annoying. Takes too long to do nothing. Yeah, it might just be DDDs. DDDs might be the only thing I like from Arc 5. Vrains I enjoyed. I enjoyed Vrains, and I enjoyed playing... Like, let me see. Like, I never really took to Code Talker, but I did like playing the Firewall lines and stuff like MathMech. I did think that was really fun. I was doing that before it was cool, because I was like, I want to make Firewall Singularity Dragon. And then everybody started doing it and it wasn't cool anymore. Everyone was like, oh, that's toxic. I'm like, no, I just want to make him because I think he's neat. I think he's cool. And people are like, ah, you're cringe. And I'm like, oh man. Oh man, I liked this deck. I like this guy. This guy's cool. This is like the only deck that's good enough to play him. I like Rockets. Dragon Link's a lot of fun. I love Marincess, dude. Marincess, it's like one of my favorite decks of all time. I know it's PP bad. You don't have to tell me. Don't have to tell me. I understand. I know. Very PP bad deck. But I love it anyway. It's like one of my guilty pleasure decks. Like, anytime there's a festival in Master Duel where it's like lower power level, I'm running in there to play me some Marincess. Because I'm like, finally. No hand traps. I can make Aqua Argonaut. Because Aqua Argonaut is so cute. If you put a cute character in an archetype, like, look, I've been a loyal Labyrinth player since day one, pre-support. I was like, this deck sucks, I'm gonna play it. And then they banned all the floodgates, and I'm like, good, I don't want to play floodgates. I want to play normal traps. I want to flip people's cards face down. I'm gonna flip your stuff, dude. I never really took the Salamangreat very much, but I think it's because I never really learned the combos, and I've kind of just moved on. But it's like, you know, it's all right. I don't really have any strong feelings towards Salad. What else was in? I never really took to Altergeist, but I went the first locals I went to. Funny story for Altergeist. I went there and I was playing the Cyber Dark structure deck, just like 3 Cyber Dark structures slapped together because I didn't have anything. So I slapped those together. I definitely was getting cheated on because we were in the most shady play. I always use this as context. The owners weren't wearing shoes. The place smelled like feet. Like, there were definitely some deranged people there. I'm happy to have gotten out of there with my life. Like, and just some things that were happening, like, Fluon de Rees just came out, and some guy was like, because I have the continuous spell up, anytime I normal summon a monster, I contribute any of your cards on the field. So, like, I normal Robina, and just because the continuous spell is up, I contribute your back row. And I'm like, what? Like, I was like, this is crazy. That is not remotely how it works. Not even close. But I was definitely getting cheated on. And I'm a very non-combative person. You know, I just want to play the game and get along. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm new to the game, so maybe I just don't get it. Maybe he just knows better than I do. You know, maybe I just don't get it. But my friend was playing Utopia, got beat up by Altergeist, and I told my buddy that got us into the game, I was like, hey, I want to play Altergeist, because I think it'll be funny, because my friend just got beat up by it, so I would love to learn how to play that deck, so I want to be a little antagonistic. And then they were like, don't play Altergeist, it sucked. And then I never went back to trying to play Altergeist ever again. Is that George Lucas in my YouTube chat right now? Dude, I'm a big fan. So what were you cooking when you made episode 1, by the way? That shit's ass. What were you cooking on that one? And why are there like so few scenes of the clones going ham taro in episode 2? Like, you cooked for 10 minutes in that movie. More clones next time, man. Hey, look, you're lucky that Jon Favreau came and saved you with the Clone Wars series, alright? If the Clone Wars series didn't exist, your ass would be grass. But thankfully, you got lucky this time, old man. You got lucky. Episode 1 is top 9, what do you mean? Stupid. Utopia dying to 1 interruption. Hey, not with the new doo-doo cards, bro. Not with the new cards. We playing through interruptions with this one. Utopia also, that's another deck I had a really large stint of playing on Master Duel. Still have the deck. Love playing it. Love playing me some Utopia and just having no play through Maxi. Just absolutely nothing at all whatsoever. Oh, yeah, like, after VFD got banned, I still play VW. I like playing with the Exceed Armor stuff. It makes my friend cringe because I don't do anything optimally at all whatsoever. VW's like his favorite deck, and I butcher it, but I'm like, hey, I still ended on, like, Chuche, Crystal Wing, plus Shenshin. That's pretty good, and we have the Exceed Armor line, but they're like, but you should also have, like, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't care about this laundry list of stuff I should have in the graveyard. Do I got the guys on the board or not, alright? Look, I don't care. Okay, look, does the cake taste like chocolate, okay? Yes? Okay, then who cares if all the correct ingredients are in there? I didn't add 3 pinches of salt. I didn't put in 4 tablespoons of sugar, okay? But does the chocolate cake taste like chocolate? Yes? Boom. Alright. Alright? That's all I'm saying. That's how I feel. Look, I know there's a more optimal way to go about assembling and finagling your board. But, look, I made the board, okay? I made a board, alright? Don't get on me on that. You know, don't get on me. I made the board, okay? I made the thing. All right? I cooked. I don't know who I was cooking for. Probably myself. But you know what? That's all I care about at the end of the day. Meal for me. I'm not trying to feed anybody else. I'm trying to eat. I don't care if bro watching me is eating as well. The meal's for me, all right? But my optimal combo, that is me. I'll even play bad in decks that I know really well. Like, I'll play Drytron and I'll just fuck up the combo. And then, like, the same friend will be like, but you should really be practicing to play the deck optimally. But I'm like, dog, who cares, man? I'm not trying to go win, like, Nationals right now, dude. Like, I'm just trying to get my gems. I'm just trying to get my gems, and then I'm trying to summon so I can play more penis bad decks, you know? Like, I'm just trying to be able to get my extra copies of the illusions that I need, man. I'm just trying to grind so I can get another Apprentice Illusion Magician. That's all I'm trying to do, man. I'm just on the grind. I'm just trying to catch me some dubs. What do you mean there's not 9 movies? We don't talk about... I only acknowledge 7 of the Star Wars movies. I don't acknowledge the last 2. Was there anything else from Brains that I enjoyed playing? Bowman's archetype doesn't exist. There's like 5 characters. I never really took to Goki. Dino Wrestler is some hot turbo doo-doo penis bad. I don't really know the Adagnister lines very well, but I have a lot of fun playing it. Because I really like Eye. I'm not playing Appliancer. I tried it once. I felt like I got assaulted. It did not feel good. Did not feel good. It was okay after the Link one. I did some practicing, and I in fact actually in our little mod chat in the Discord, I have a pinned message because I was practicing Mathmech Adagnister combos, and so I have pinned the best I ever did was I was able to get Singularity Dragon in the EMZ pointing down to a Dark Fluid with a Wind Pegasus Adagnister on the board for some reason. He's 2300, he's big. And then I set a red reboot and I had an Ash in hand. So, like, that was the best I ever did. You're supposed to have all 3 firewalls on there for that deck, but fuck you, I tried. I tried my best. So, like I was saying, I have fun playing the deck. I kind of get it, but I don't 100% get it. I understand enough to make a board. I can make some dudes, you know? Well, that's my thing. I'll try any deck. I'll try any deck. I'll play some decks, you know? Because I just enjoy playing the game. Like Exosister, I really like that deck. Really fun. I don't play it very often because I'm still competitive and I would like to win. But there are some days that I'm getting a little bit of a hankering for some Exo gaming. You know, I want to make Michaelis because Michaelis is really huge. You know, I want to make my Michaelis. I'm playing Exorcist that day. Velmonica, super adorable archetype. If I'm feeling like my own inner demons and my own inner angel is coming on, you know, like I feel like Kronk from the Emperor's New Groove, I'm playing me some Velmonica. And then I started playing Velmonica Exosister. Goated. Awesome. Love it. Is it ass? Kind of. But it's my ass deck. Melfi, I don't like Melfi too much. Melfi does a little bit of, like, too much nothing, and it kind of annoys me. I get it if you like it, but not for me. Not for me. Have you seen the Sky Striker solo mode? I actually just played it before stream. That's why I was a little bit late. I was finishing up the solo mode so I could do some polls. Counterpoint, they're cute. That is true. I will give you that. They are adorable. I just wish I liked the gameplay style. Another deck that I think is really cute is Pearly, but I just don't care for Pearly. It's literally just Runic with cute little animals, but I just like Runic more. I don't know why. I can't tell you. It's probably because I can put Runic in the Labyrinth deck, and then now I don't die to Lightning Storm because of Hugin, and it's super dope. That is the best technology the Labyrinth fanbase ever found. Does it make your deck a bit more bricky? I'm not at liberty to answer that question. I don't think I have to answer that question, frankly. But is it fun? Yes, and it means that I don't have to do math. I don't have to do math for linear equation canon. Even though Master Duel is a simulator and it does the math for me. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've played recently that's like a little bit more out there for decks. Look at Master Duel meta. Oh! Oh! I just saw Dragon Maid on Master Duel meta. I have been playing that on Duel Links right now, and I love the deck so much. I have fallen in love with playing Dragon Maid on Duel Links. So much fun, dude. So much fun. I love playing Dragon Maid on Duel Links. Having so much fun with it. It also makes me feel good because I don't think it's tiered. Yeah, it's not even tiered. It's so much fun. I love playing Dragon Maids. Especially because you have to play all of them for the skill. And so I get to play like Laundry Dragon Maid, who's like funny. And I get to play the red one, who I think is hot. I don't know what to tell you. I like the red one. She's cute. I like it. It's nice. Now, obviously, the best Dragon Maid for me, you know, it's the bitch with white hair. It's gotta be Chamber Dragon Maid. But if we're not going for the one that everybody likes, I'm kind of partial to Kitchen Dragon Maid, which, like, I'm not usually a redhead type of lady. Like, you know, when I'm watching Fairy Tail, I'm not usually going for Urza. I'm more of a Lucy guy. You know, I like Juvia. I think she's a little slept on. Big fan of Kagura. Really like Kagura. The princess as well, like Princess Fiore, the green hair bitch. Love her a lot. I think she's very underslept on. But, you know, everyone is out here being like, Urza's the best. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I think Urza's overrated. So when I was playing some maids, I was like, Kitchen's just kind of goated. And here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. It's also the Kitchen Dragon Lady. So you know what that means? She can cook, dude. And I can cook, which means we can chef it up together. But I come home from a long day of whatever the fuck I'm doing. It's none of your business. I come back home. This beautiful dragon bitch is here making whatever dragon bitches make. And then I just get to eat that. She got a thick tail. That means she's a big old healthy dragon lady. Pog in my book. I will also say Nurse Dragon Maid is pretty good, but then I think we're kind of reaching. But I don't know, like, Chamber Dragon Maid, she has some competition with Kitchen. I like Kitchen. There is the implication with Chamber Dragon Maid, though, that you're fucking, because she's in your chambers. So, if you're more of a gooner, I can understand liking Chamber a little bit more, but I'm pretty partial to Kitchen. I like Kitchen. I like the red lady. What can I say? A+ in my book if they're cute. And Yu-Gi-Oh's got that in space. And Yu-Gi-Oh will cater to gooners like nobody's business, dude. If you're here to goon, FGO is here to provide. Like, if you're like, dude, I want to goon all over the place, I'm here to goon. They will give you so much art for your character. There's a card called Incredible Ecclesia, or Blazing Cartesia, who had, like, a pretty good artwork. They released an artwork where they made her titties humongous. Now, I'm not complaining, but people lost their mind over the thing. In a good way. People were like, I'm here to goon. I'm here to lose my marbles. That's all I'm saying. Like, so if you like cute characters, they're gonna give you whatever you want. Look, I'm not gonna lie, that's also half the reason I'm playing White Forest. I don't know why. Diabelle, Queen of the White Forest. She kind of looks like horrors beyond human comprehension, but I think she's hot. So, you know, what does that say about me? I don't know. But I just like it. I think it's neat. I just like her. I mean, if there's one thing you can say, she's the Queen of the White Forest. Oh, I'm seeing Sprite. I did play some Sprite. I played a little bit of Sprite. I want to learn how to play Ritual Beast. I pretty much have all of the cards. I'm afraid. I'm afraid if I'll know what I'm doing. Because there's no one to teach me how to play the deck. But I probably will give it a try. I'll probably keep it. Ooh, Phantom Knight. Love Phantom Knight. Love Orcust. Orcust Phantom Knight, BA. Super guilty pleasure deck. I've played a bit of Snake Eye. I played a bit of Yubel. And, like, I was winning games and stuff. I just don't have fun playing them. Like, I just don't like playing Yubel. I don't like playing Snake Eye. They're just, like, they're just lame. They're just lame. Lame, 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 lame. Not fun. Just not fun. Just not fun. Is Yubel hot? Of course. I'm not denying that. But is her deck fun? No, not very fun. I played a bit of Pure Therion on like a side account. I had a lot of fun playing that. Anything else here? Oh, yeah, True Draco. Like, when Masterpiece was banned, I played some of that. Not really... It's fun for me, but I'm not gonna lie and say that it's a fun, interactive game. You're definitely floodgating the shit out of your opponent and telling him you're not allowed to play the game. But I had fun. I had fun. Live Twin? I do enjoy me some Live Twin gaming. You know, I do enjoy some Live Twin gaming. We should really do a Master Duel stream sometime. How do we feel about a Master Duel stream? I'll stream for like 5 people. I wish we lived in a world where Yubel's deck was meta. You gotta be trolling. Does he know? He might not actually know. Wait, hold on. Does he know? Alright, in case, look, maybe you're not trolling. Maybe he's not trolling. But Yubel won Worlds this year. Or last year, I guess. Worlds is coming up this year. But Yubel's deck won Worlds. Yubel's deck is crazy. It's insane. Which also makes it less cool to play. Unfortunately. That's just kind of how it works. If your deck is good, less cool. Not based. No longer Poggers to play. That's just the way it is. I don't make the rules. I'm just the messenger. Just the messenger guy. Some would say the family guy. Nope, we're not going there. Not going there. Pivoting topic. Infernoble Knight. Now, that's a deck that I've played a lot, and I just can't get it. I think the cards look super cool. I think they look really dope, but unfortunate. I'm going to give it another try. I sold all the cards. I'm going to buy them again on Master Duel, and then I'm probably going to get my dig pushed in. But you know what? I'm going to try my best. I'm going to summon a Stolfo. That's the thing. You can't even play a Stolfo in Infernoble Knights, which, answer me this. Japan, what is, like, it doesn't matter. Fate, Yu-Gi-Oh! Both just make Astolfo some bussy femboy. I'm all here for it. I'm not complaining, alright? I'm not up here with pitchforks up in arms. But it's weird that it's happened twice, right? Like, it's weird that, like, two different companies came to the same conclusion. One of them made him pink-haired bussy boy. Other one made him red-haired bussy boy, right? That's like that's on the same part of the color wheel as well. Is, you know, red, pink. That weird? Am I the only one that's like weird that it happened twice? Yeah, no, I don't have a problem with it. Don't really care. I'm all here for it, but like, weird that it happened twice. Thanks for the Yu-Gi-Oh! It's good background noise while I finish my Valentines for the year. That is all I'm here for. I'm just here to yap. I'm gonna go see like a psychiatrist because I want to find out how ADHD I am. Because I'm like, there's no way I could just sit here yapping, getting 30 Saint Quartz from Kobunsky over here, and just like not be ADHD as shit, right? Like I'm probably rotten in the mind, right? Like there's just nothing there. Like there's just no way. Like I'm convinced if you do streaming, and unless you're like a guy that just is like, you know, you're like staring at your screen, you're just okay, Chad? Yes. No. Well, I got that going. Okay. Like if you're one of those guys, you don't have ADHD. But if you're like anybody that streams and you're just yapping, you got ADHD. That is my 3 years of psychology schooling, unofficial diagnosis. If you stream, you're probably on the spectrum, and you have ADHD. Now, does that implicate myself? Probably, but I'm willing to take everybody down with me. Look, if that makes me autistic, that makes everybody else autistic, and then that feels like a win to me. All right, that feels like a fat dub for myself. I feel like that's a dub. Acting without a camera. We'll get a camera eventually. I'm planning on going to Anime Expo next year because I really do want to save money for it, because I know if I go to an expo, I'm going to want to ball out. I'm going to want to buy a lot of stuff. And so I'm planning on trying to save up like 2,000 or something for it. Because, you know, like, you got to get the plane ticket. You got to pay for like a hotel or an Airbnb. You got to, you know, you want to buy merch. I got to buy like a costume because I want to dress up as something. I'm thinking about doing Kirei or something. Something like that. And so I wanted to go this year, but it might be a little dicey on like finances and whatnot, especially because Ace is coming out this year. Next year, I don't care. Who is next year's anniversary? What is it? It's Ace. Then the year after that is Space Ishtar. Who is next year? Who is next year's anniversary? Wait, who is next year? Space Ishtar is next year? That's really weird. That doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel right. Well, you know what? Whatever. No, yeah, because I'm like, yeah, it's Ace this year, and then I was like, I don't know, the 2 year difference is getting to me. I'm getting old, dude. I'm getting dementia. Not only am I autistic, but I also have dementia and the ADHD. We'll find out everything. Whenever I go to the psychiatrist, I'll bring you guys the full report, and I'll keep you guys informed. I'll make sure you guys know what's going on. I'll print out the documents or whatever. But like next year, you know, it's gonna be around anniversary, and so I'm like, well, I can afford to like go to Expo and like spend stuff and, you know, whatever, chill, hang out, do that in good conscience. Because look, Space Ereshkigal is nice and all. I like Ereshkigal as much as the next guy, but if I don't get her, I will be fine. I'm not gonna cry about it, because she's not as good as I would have thought. At least for farming. For farming, kind of mid. But for CQs, she is sublime. She is so good in boss fights. So good. Might miss her for that, but maybe I'll just NTR one. I'll just do the NTR Space Ereshkigal, which doesn't really work, but I'll do it anyway. But yeah, planning on doing it next year. Thinking about doing Kirei. I think I could do that. Because I'm like, I've gotten a little out of shape, but I could easily get back into shape, especially by the time Expo rolls around. I mean, that's like over a year. That's plenty of time. Pick up the gym membership again. Start hitting the weights. Actually start eating my protein instead of Valentine's Day chocolate. Stop going out. You know, hit them things. Chilling out. What ascension of Kirei? Probably the first ascension. I think that goes hard. I think that goes hard in the paint. Got the little blue sash, nice button up, cross necklace. Super nice. That is nice. That's what I like to see. Actually, to see some Richard the Lionheart cosplayers. It's lame and gay if they don't do the Lion Ascension. Pull your balls out of your ass and go balls to the wall. Alright? If you're gonna do a Richard the Lionheart one, don't do the one where he's wearing the nice jacket and the pants, or where he's wearing the armor. No, you want to do Richard, put on the lion suit, okay? Put on the lion suit, okay? Don't be a fake fan. Go hard or don't show up. This is an official endorsement from Anime Expo 2026. You heard it here first, folks. That'd be kind of nice. Look, imagine... Alright, fellas, we're going to have to blow up the YouTube channel. Look, 33k is nice, but we're going to need to get to 100k by next year so I can get, like, a panel or something. I'm going to go call Tucson my dad. Be like, Dad, it's so good to finally meet you. And then get kicked out of the venue. And then I'll cry. It'll be really sad, but I'll have at least met my father. Do you know what would be really weird? Because Because it's kind of hard to get a vibe on people when they're just doing announcements for FGO. Imagine I walk up and I'm like, hello, father, and then he's like, hello, son. I think I'd be flabbergasted. I think he would get me there. That would get me. Because you wouldn't be expecting that. You'd expecting them to be stun locked. But no, if he was like, hello, son, nah, dude, it's over. He got my ass. He won that encounter. He definitely beat me in that one. There's just no way. But I'm confident that he won't do that. Gotta also see what else is going to be around there. See, that's why I'm like, I need to like have like 2K in savings or something. Because, bro, I'm going to probably have to buy another suitcase. I'm going to buy a bunch of figurines and stuff. I still have a Nero figurine from one of the first like expo things that I went to with my dad. It was like a little Comic-Con thing. It's like 50 bucks and I really like it a lot. I thought my mom sold it and then I was looking around for it and I was like, oh my god, it's still here. Nero. What are you using your gold foes for? Probably should start saving them for Ace, right? Right? Probably should save them for Ace. It's probably the move. Yeah, but we're also... Okay, we're going to get a good influx of them for Ordeal Call. So I think I'm fine to keep using them on Melusine. Because we're going to get, like, 300 of these things for Ordeal Call whenever that drops. When we get to Bleached Earth, we're going to get a bunch of Grails, Foes, and Lores. So I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine. That's the other thing for Jelter. Is I want to make her my next 120 target, but I could just have a BPD moment and then just pivot over to Ace the Savior. Yeah. We get so many. I think I was able to get like 2.5 servants done with the amount of gold foes they give us. Like, they give you so much shit, dude. They give you so much. They just dump it on you. Like, FGO is like, bro, we got the bag. Like, check this shit out. And then they just dump it on you. When am I gonna get another ticket? No more tickets? Joanna, why are you being so stingy? Yeah, I gotta save the rest of these because... Look, you come down here. You see that? 100,000 QP? Now look, I know you guys ain't great with the math, but do you know what 100,000 times 116 is? 11 million. That ain't bad. It probably is worth getting the Valentine's Day chocolates, actually. For the amount of levels you can get on your CEs, we'll see. I'm gonna NP5 Ace, not if I do it first. Not if I do it first. I'd like to see you try. When I'm going to be NP5ing Ace, only one person's allowed to NP5 their Ace. And it's going to be me. Sorry, bub. That's just it. I don't add any like extra addendum. I'm just like, yeah, sorry, bub. That's it. Drop it. Go cold turkey. Oh, I need to do the little Graily thing for Kobunski so I can get more Saint Quartz. And there goes all my money. Thanks, Koyan. Thanks, Koyan. Now, any Bond Saint Quartz that I get, if they're from sussy characters, I immediately spend them because it's bad juju. Like, we got Oberon Saint Quartz and I spent them immediately. The problem is, there's nothing I really want to spend them on to get rid of this bad juju. Could go for NP2 Bride. That might actually be the best thing to spend the 30 on. Nightingale would be kind of poggers. We could use it for an NP4 Sanzo. Could use it for an NP4 Sanzo. Orion time? You know what? Just because you said it, just because you suggested it, we'll use it on Orion. Just because you suggested it, I'll do it. This is already going really good. Now it's going bad. You know what? It was a little bit of both. You know, for Saint Quartz that Koyanskaya gave us, not half bad. Could have certainly been worse. Could have gone better. Could have gone worse. So you know what? We take those. We take those. I feel like Koyan isn't too bad, but I guess it depends on account. If not, then I will continue to yell save. If I get it from sussy characters, I can't use them for Draco. Can't do it. Or maybe I should. Maybe I'm actually doing it the wrong way, because Draco technically is pretty evil. Like, technically. Like, if you're hitting it from a technical aspect, she is evil. Right? Isn't she, like, chaotic evil? Even though she's, like... Well, she's nice to us. She is not nice to anybody else. Yeah, she's chaotic evil. No, she's nice to Locusta. She likes Locusta. I guess it works out. Yeah. But with that, we have been streaming for a fat 72 hours. I know. Clap it up for me. I'm doing great. I can stream for 72 hours straight. I know. I'm just that good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I know. Streaming for 72 hours. I didn't think it could be done, but I'm just that good. You know, voice it and give out. That's why they call me the throat goat. But anyway, before I say anything too more suspect, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. For my YouTube guys, I will catch you guys tomorrow in a nice fat YouTube video. I might also stream tomorrow. Kind of depends on how I'm feeling. But I would like to do that Game Press stream. I think that'd be a fun little stream to do. So we'll see. So maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But on that note, my fellas, thank you for coming out. Thank you for your continued support. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow.